Hello everyone, just a quick reminder, you can now support us on Patreon. You can get this show and all our shows a day early, and lots of other goodies by supporting us. If you like what we do, and you want to see us do more, you can find us at patreon.com/StudioOmegaYT. Thanks for your time, guys.
喜べ少年
Happy Valentine's in January, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Talk Fate Grand Order. I am one of your hosts, White Chocolate Omega. With me, as always, is Dark Chocolate Lucky.
Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying playing Fate Grand Order, aka the Holy Chocolate War.
Mm-hmm. And I have a further subheading in general today. The classic refrain, if you don't know what that is, it's probably from a Wife Who Gotcha game. Yeah. Because we were having this discussion about Azure Lane earlier. And I'm I don't know what that is. Must be a mobile game.
Yeah, it's accurate. But in our usual round of disclaimers, we'll be talking about current and future events for Fate Grand Order in both North America and Japan. So anyone who doesn't want to know about such things should just go explode and leave a meaningful message in the sky.
And if you don't know what that means, watch Let's Play Fate Grand Order Valentine's Part 1, available on the channel now. And don't worry, I've already filmed like the next 2 parts, so...
Good times.
Alright, and of course, we must always ask the question, where the fuck is Ron? It appears he's graduated college, apparently.
Yeah.
Which is saying something, because Ron's one of those guys where it was always like, he always talked about how he was doing like, yeah, I'm doing like 6 classes this semester. So you always have to ask yourself the question, Ron, why aren't you done with school yet? Well, he is now.
Yeah.
He has officially become neat. And maybe we'll actually see him around Discord. I would still love to see if we could get him to sit in on a freaking episode someday. Just to hear his thoughts. Because Ron is a naturally salty person.
Yeah, he is.
But anyway, it's time to go ahead and move on to our regular segmentation. Let's check in really quick with everybody's favorite Kohai Mash.
Senpai! 起きてください.
That's right, it's time for Wake the Fuck Up Senpai, our regular segment for Protips. Or as I put it in our timestamps last week, just to be sure, Wake the Random Keys Up Senpai. Because I'm not sure YouTube likes me using fuck in the description.
Yeah, that's how you get those flags.
Yep, but this is our regular segment for Protips. Today's pro tip is, target focus, aka taunt, is really good, so remember to raise your servants who have it. St. George and Leonidas, who are both low rarity servants, both start with it, and Benkei gets it as his second skill. These servants are real easy to get in levels, so don't forget them. And also don't forget that if you've completed London, Mash has it also, and she can easily combo it into her second skill, Obscurant Wall of Choc. In case you don't get that combo, that's she target focuses herself and then invulnerables herself, so she's fine. Great way to bait enemy single target noble phantasms. Are you still dealing with Nero Bride?
I'm still dealing with Nero Bride. So I'm just gonna segue right here real quick because the risk I took was calculated, but boy, I am bad at math. So basically, Nero Bride was at charge 3, and I had John's NP ready. So I was like, if Nero does her self-charge, she'll go straight into her Noble Phantasm. But if not, she'll go into her next turn. So I literally had to guess whether Nero was going to use her Noble Phantasm this turn or next turn, and I guessed wrong. I'm like, God damn it.
That's why you turn name discernment to cover your bases.
I forgot about that.
That's okay. Everybody forgets about turn name discernment. It's a terrible skill.
Yeah.
It's really awful.
Yep. But let's move over to a slightly lighter note here.
Yeah, let's talk about Records from the Throne, our regular achievement topic. This isn't so much of an achievement, other than it's hilarious, but hey, guess who got Noble Phantasm 2 Atalanta from a ticket? Per tip, it's me, because I'm the only one who owns an Atalanta.
Yeah, you pulled that out on your video, and it only has one comment on that video, which is me going, God fucking damn it!
Which is pinned. I immediately pinned it. So, yeah, that's the Nero Bride Trial Quest and Tickets for Nero Bride video. You can see my live reaction. I chuckled heartily. It was a right proper spook too. I'd already rolled Urali on a ticket. I pulled another Silver Archer, and I'm like, it's gonna be Urali again. And then it flashes and it turns gold, and I'm like, oh, shit. Atalante.
Shit.
I'm like, oh, hey. Honestly, I'm not sure if it would have been better or worse if it had turned into Orion. Like, that's a big burden for me to suddenly pull another 5-star. I expect it'll happen one of these days, though.
Yeah. Well, let's switch topics here, and, we're going to probably start renaming this section Lucky Salt Mine. But it's not all the world's evil, but damn close. So, in total, I spent 390 quartz for Bryn, and it ended in failure.
Which I do believe is actually... You're in the area on the curve of, a decent amount of quartz to spend.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, that's not as bad as some people. I know for sure, a Voice of Saint Quartz, who, his channel's pretty good. He does streams, and he also does scripted videos. I think he's a little too soft on Bryn, but, he's pretty entertaining most of the time. But, I know for sure he spent 666 quartz on her and did not get her. And there are other people. I've heard people talk about another video maker called Zis who apparently did abysmal.
Yeah, see, I can't say I did abysmal on the rolls themselves, because I got several gold servants, but I just didn't get the one that mattered.
Yeah. And everybody knows what I got. Why didn't you really go for Bryn? Did I throw any tickets at all? But I
don't think you did.
No, but my rolling in general is just, everybody knows how I'm doing. I posted the video of the only rolls I've done recently. And, got a 4-star. I broke the streak. Hopefully that keeps up. When the month rolls over, I'll have another 5 or 6 tickets to throw at it. But anyway, that's all our usual starting segments. Let's go ahead and roll into our news, because we do have a few skelograms coming in. First up, obviously this is old news because it started the 24th and will end in a few days, but we're here anyway. That's just how it is. In Japan, we got details on the Setsubun event. So this is a 100-floor tower quest. You gotta beat the Tower of Onis with your good buddy, Tomoe, aka Archer of Inferno, because I still don't think they spoil her name outright in the event. But anyway, this will be running from the 24th to the 30th. So, servants used in a tower quest will become fatigued and can't be used again for a short period. All servants with the same name become fatigued, so no dupes. Because guess what? There are people who are maniac enough to have, multiple servants at max ascension of the same name. That won't help you. Fatigue only applies on tower quests and only if you complete the quest. If you wipe or have to withdraw, you don't get fatigued. And similarly, you can do daily farming and other quests without needing to worry about it.
Oh, this guy got to level 90 Bryn. I am so angry at you right now.
Yeah, I got one of those friends. I feel like I always have one friend who is either lucky or a whale, and not literally lucky. I also have lucky as a one friend who is lucky. But I always feel like there's at least one person in my 45-ish, I think, friends who is serious enough about the game that they almost always, at least one person has whatever the shiny new limited is. I admit I have only seen one Nero Bride so far in my friends list, and she was not at max level ascension. So, I don't know. I gotta double check.
Back to Setsubun.
Burn definitely rolled her. I need to make sure I actually have everybody on the Discord in my friends list who's actually playing NA. But anyway, Setsubun. If you complete a certain number of the quests, you find an onsen, aka a hot spring. You can put up to 5 servants in there, which reduces their fatigue time. I think it's 4 hours fatigue normally to 2 hours if they spend in the onsen.
Yeah.
And if you pull a servant out to swap somebody in, they can, but their time's no longer being reduced. Pretty normal. There are a shitload of funny screen caps about onsen setups. They range from the obvious, Emiya surrounded by Rin, Saber, and Sakura faces, Mordred with all the fathers, etc. Some people have also done the one or more gills in there with various Janus, also hilarious. But anyway, there is a special CE you get from this event, the Oni in human clothing, which I think is the best that's the best, not just translation, but localization of the title, because it's a wordplay. Classic Japanese wordplay. But you get 100% attack bonus if you do that. That's really cool. Lucky and I have both talked about for Valentine's how we've been missing the Saber Wars bonus attack numbers.
Yeah, it's just not the same anymore. It really isn't.
I mean, so this is a little off topic, but we've got some time to fill. But for the assassin rate up, I used Medea as one of my casters because it's Medea and Halloween Liz. That's all I got, really, for high quality casters. I mean, I could throw in Hans, but he's like a support build, so he was like back row. And I pulled some rule breakers. That is a steep decline. I went from 200k rule breakers with like purely bloom and collective attack bonuses to 40k. That's a real letdown, guys.
It's like you knew not what you had until it was gone.
But yeah, every 5th floor or so you get a reward, including event CE, that's only human clothing, tickets, foes, mats. Also, everything past floor 100 is currently ? So expect a twist or a part 2 in there somewhere. Don't really know where they're going with that. And as expected, the banner is Shuten, Reiko, and Kentoki on a rolling rate up with Ibaraki, and Tomoe on constant rate up. I don't think Tomoe is a story lock, but she is still a 4-star, so that's always good to get a little bit of rate up action on there. But be cautious. Valentine's is just around the corner for Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, Shuten and Mama, that's a fucking high quality rate up right there.
Yeah, it is.
Also, we don't usually report on some of the other regions, but RIP China servers, sounds like the government is shutting them down.
Yeah.
There have been articles reporting that the Chinese government is not pleased enough with attempts at censorship and transparency in gambling-like elements, and some major gacha games are gonna get the cut, including FGO, and interestingly enough, Azure Lane, which is, I believe, a Chinese-made game. So that's a little sad.
Yep.
Sad to see a fellow server go down.
Someone play taps.
I don't have that button.
Okay.
I have the what you say button though. I can do that.
Let's do that.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it.
All right. There's our big press F. Everybody press F in the comments for the Chinese servers. All right, let's move into slightly happier news. I
find this highly irrelevant because I'm still like refreshing this website. I'm like, where is it?
Yeah. So, in case you've been living under a rock, Fate Extra Last Encore is coming out. Actually, in fact, the first episode has aired in Japan, but speak this. People have seen it. Guess what? It's Netflix, and they're not simulcasting it for some reason anywhere. So, who the fuck knows? Big shrugs, guys. This is like Apocrypha all over again. But Japan is doing a campaign to commemorate its launch. So the total login rewards, there's 8 days of logins between the 28th and the 4th of February. You get 7 total courts, a piece of each normal class, so like Saber one day and then Lancer, Archer, etc. And it ends with a summon ticket. There's a quest for the usual commemorative CE. Interestingly enough, there's a double FP on certain servants picked as support function. These servants are Gawain, Nero, Robin Hood, Li Shuwen, Drake, and Nursery Rhyme. Strengthening quest and interludes for these servants also are at half AP. That's a fun gimmick they've started using. There's a Last Encore Limited CE. I think this was a tie-in to when they announced the anime. That has a commemorative quest, which is made available again via the Rare Prism shop. This is obviously Google Translate and all, but I think the way it works is you can buy the quest in the Rare Prism shop and then run it and get your CE. So if you missed it the first time around, you have a shot again. And the Gacha banner is a rate up on all these same servants we just mentioned: Gawain, Nero, Robin Hood, Li Shuwen, Drake, and Nursery Rhyme. There is a variety of CEs, including some limited ones like from Nero Fest and stuff, which feature them. Now, here's the curious thing. Emi and Tamo are not anywhere in this rate up. They're not on any of the CEs. And there's another couple of original extra servants who don't. Like, Robin Hood is featured, but Ku and Lu Bu are not. There's also some extra themed CEs which they're not rating up, like 2030, Victor from the Moon, Another Side. Those are 5 stars, which are very relevant to extra, but are not featured. So I wonder if they're holding off for spoilers from the anime, because I'm pretty sure the ones we talked about have all been shown in PVs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know Nero definitely has. She's all over the promos. Drake and Robin Hood for sure. I'm pretty sure Gawain, it's only Lishu and a nursery rhyme I'm not sure about.
No, I'm pretty sure I've seen them in the trailer. Because I specifically remember...
Yeah, I feel like they're holding back. Because Extra Vlad is another person who should appear, because he's from the original Extra game, but he's not anywhere in this. So, like I said, I think they're holding back. But even so, the Japanese players are slightly salty that Emiya and Tamamo appear to be getting sidelined for more Nero. They should really be ashamed they're getting sidelined for Drake, because...
I don't think Emiya or Tamamo showed up in any of the trailers.
They have not. If they're going to show up, I think Extra's playing it close to the vest.
Yeah.
Nasu said that people who are familiar with Extra would be able to go, what? So it's not a straight-up adaptation of the game script. So just keep that in mind. And yes, Nasu wrote it, and it was adapted by Sakurai. So if you're concerned about the quality of the writing, don't be. It's the original script was by Nasu. He says that in a blog post that he basically wrote Last Encore as a short novel and then had that adapted into an anime form because he's not used to writing anime.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you should not be salty about Nero getting focus. If you should be salty about it, should be Drake, because she's like the first boss in Extra. She is literally the character who teaches you about fighting servants. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna chump out pretty quick. Despite the fact that she is the highest rarity servant in this lineup. So there's that. Also, guys, it's fucking bait. Don't do it. Valentine's will start like right after this and should have a new limited servant. Don't fall for it.
Everyone place their bets on what's it going to be.
So it has been a Saberface in some form every year. Because it was Nero Bride and then it was MHX Alter.
Yeah. Then it was Nero Bride.
I personally think it would be hilarious.
You think we're going to get another Bride?
Yeah, I thought it would be hilarious if it's Tamamo. I think that would be funny.
So, that might be funny. Maybe Saber Bride.
That's a thing. That's a costume for her. That would be. Regular Saber already has some variants though. I joked that the Saberface this year would be Mordred, and I would die. I don't know what Valentine's Mordred looks like, but
actually, maybe they'll just do a Saber costume and have like just an old.
They could do that too. They could do that too, though.
Yeah,
I feel like it's been a while since they did a costume dress. Actually, no, it hasn't. They did it in January for Sean Alter, which means that February is a perfect time for another one. It's gonna be Valentine's. Yeah. Let's not be dumb. We know what Delightworks' pattern is. It's one new costume a month. Valentine's is the obvious answer for it. But anyway, let's move on to Telltale Free Talk.
Yeah,
guess what we're going to be talking about? Chocolate Talk this time.
Oh yeah.
So
what do we have, like in our fourth day of Valentine's here?
Yeah, I think so. Third day.
So I hope everyone has gotten into the full swing of the holiday here, despite it still being January.
Yeah, we made that joke. But I gotta say, oh my god, like we talked about how we missed the Saber Horses hack up, but oh my god, Valentine's is so relaxing. It's so easy.
It is. It really is. Like honestly, I honestly believe that Valentine's is my favorite event so far, just because it's even on the highest difficulty. Like as I said, I just got boned because I had to make a decision, but
it'll get you.
It's
last night it got me. It was supposed to be Lancer rate up, so I brought a lot of sabers. Archer Dragon shows up. I've got Liz, Mordred, and a support Okita, and I'm like, well, guess what? No, it totally fucked me over. Because it's an archer, it has a 3-turn charge. It dragon fired. I was like, well, there go my sabers. Ku, Dearman, you're all I got left in the back. And Dearman was immediately jobbed, so it was down to mash.
Yeah.
I think I spent some command seals that day.
No, but it's like, as I said, it's really relaxing. It's like you can as I said, it basically is because like every 12 hours it switches to the new rate up, and you just literally go down there, do the thing, fight, because when they said rate up, I wasn't sure how much of a rate up it was gonna be, but no, generally all the monsters.
It's pretty good. It's a hard 90%, I think, and they leave that little last 10% of wiggle room to fuck with you.
Yeah,
and it's not always bad. I actually farmed a lot of Archer coins on the Lancer rate up because the first wave almost always had one chocolate Amazon. And then it's pretty decent.
Yeah, but yes, and I was a little concerned about how many coins we need to get. I am shocked how many drops you get.
Yeah, no, because when I did the math, I was I'm not sure you need to run the higher difficulty. No, you want to run the higher difficulty, not because you get more per drop, but because they spit out so many drops. If you drop the final boss, they drop 7 things, which is a combination of their class coin, all coins, and baking chocolate. They drop a shitload of stuff, and it's real easy to get multipliers. Because Melty Sweetheart is +2 to any coin drops, period. And then
I don't know,
once you actually start getting chocolates, that's another straight +2.
Yeah, so the effect, we mentioned this last time, but it really does snowball. And just on a quick side tangent here, people please put your Melty Sweethearts and the class rate up chocolates on servers which run counter to the rate up.
Yeah, so many people are putting Rin and Sakura, CE, and stuff on their servants on the same rate up days. No, you need to change your chocolates. If it's Lancer rate up and you put increase Saber coins by 2 on a Saber, that does nobody any good. The odds of that actually happening are so small. What you need to do is give them either Melty Sweethearts so all coins are up to, or give them one of your Lancer chocolate so that Lancer coin drops are improved. It's a really important fact, which some people on my friends list still have not clicked after a few days. But I always try to do it.
Oh, bitch, it happened again.
Did it really? Wow, your luck is terrible. I've only gotten boned a couple of times. And not on the final boss. But yeah, so I would say Lucky's always good about this. Juke is also very good about this. They've got Melty Sweetheart on their Skahawk and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get more Melty Sweethearts.
Mm-hmm. I only need one more from the store. I'm down to the 1,000 one. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do something I haven't done, I think, since Moon Goddess, which is I'm going to stockpile everything, and then when the event is over, gonna turn it all into baking chocolate and go nuts. Buy a lot of mana prisms, buy some EXPs maybe, probably buy some mats. I need a few of those mats. Yeah, I need some plumes.
But that's something I really like about this event is the fact that you can turn the coins into chocolates.
Yeah, you turn the class coins you don't need into baking chocolate, and you can turn all coins, because there's literally only one servant who needs them right now, into any kind of coin.
Yeah.
So if you have a Jean, once you get Jean's chocolate, all coins are there's 20 more coins to Sabers or Archers or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, my phone is around. Lucky vamp for 5 minutes. I'm gonna get my phone and check how many chocolates I actually got.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna take this chance to talk real quick about the difference between American Valentines and Japanese Valentines. Because, as you've realized a lot in the event and the servants talking to each other, it's things are there might be a few terms that might have come up that people they'd go what? Because here at Studio Mega, we're not going to assume that everyone watches a F ton of anime, and some things that might not click right away.
Also, this is important to note. When we talk about Valentines, we're American. We only really have our American influence here. We know, though, we have quite a few European and other place listeners who, maybe you guys don't even do Valentines. I don't really know what the source of the Valentine's holiday is besides the Hallmark Company. The Japanese, I'm pretty sure, got it from us, just like Christmas.
Yeah, and they put their own unique little spin on it, which I actually really, really like.
Yeah, Japanese is interesting. So here, I'll set the stage. In America, Valentine's is a romantic holiday. It's why we joke that it's also Singles Awareness Day. That's a thing we joke about here, that single people also celebrate Valentine's in their own way. But you learn this in school. It's a day when you exchange Valentines, little cards which say "I like you" or something between both boys and girls, and exchange candy of all kinds. Chocolates are preferred, but it can be anything. They've got those little, chewables with the messages on them and stuff like that. Its goal, I think, is ultimately to be romantic in between couples, but there's a lot of, you gotta make sure, especially when you're a kid, you get candy from your mom, too, or, you make sure everybody, in class, they make sure everybody gets candy from somebody, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So in Japan, you take this, I'm tapping through menus.
I'm still playing.
I'm trying to be subtle, but I'm also seriously.
In
Japan, I need to look at my phone for 5 minutes.
Japan, Valentine's Day. Valentine's is actually split into 2 days. On the actual Valentine's Day, it's more common for girls to give chocolates to boys, and this is when they're older. When they're younger, it's more like here, where everyone is giving chocolates to everybody. They call those chocolates tomo chocolates, which is short for, tomodachi, which means, friend. So the friend chocolates. Everyone gets them. When they're older, though, it usually separates into 2 categories called giri and honmei. Giri means obligatory, which is basically what you give to your friends, your family. And that honmei is... Oh, I can't remember what... Anyway, but those are, the true feelings. I like you, please date me.
Yeah.
Kind of chocolates.
So, the Japanese definitely have a cultural thing with the act of confession.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Valentine's chocolates are a huge excuse to let your true feelings be known and, let somebody you like know, hey, I like you. Here's a chocolate to symbolize it.
Yep.
And that plays into a lot in how this event is written.
Yeah, and this is why it's only female servants.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll get into a little bit into it later about how all mostly all your enemies are guys right now, and how all the women have taken over the kitchens, and it's probably a disaster area in there.
I mean, let's not mince words. In the prologue, the fucking chocolate servants start running around. And Shakespeare is like, yo, this is a problem. And you're like, 1.
Did you do it?
Yes, first. 1, Billy, are you sure this isn't your fault? And 2, yeah, no shit. This is bad. The girls have created chocolates that run around and try to fight you.
Yeah. And as I said, this is one half of it. The other half is I want to say March. Actually, I have Google. Google Sensei. Yeah.
White Day.
When is it?
It is in March. But yeah,
it is in March.
Called
I want to say 3rd. Oh, it's 14th.
Oh, so it's a parallel.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's March 14th is White Day, where guys give gifts back to the girls who gave them chocolate. And there's it doesn't have to be chocolate, it can be little things, but it's actually another very cultural deep thing, because depending on what you give them back can have a variety of meaning. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about that, because White Day is one of those things that often is...
Rushed over?
Rushed over, because always the focus is on Valentines and stuff.
Because girls sell better?
Yeah, they do.
I think we will have some White Day tie-ins in FGO. I do know next year, when they rerun the Valentine's event, because the master can be both male and female, you actually will give chocolates to male servants in addition to receiving chocolates from female servants. But that'll be a whole new problem for next year. Also, I looked it up. I have 12 chocolates right now. I have received 12.
Divine judgment missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you hear in the story about how Boudica, Matahari, and Marie were making obligatory chocolates, it's that means they're literally making
they phrased it a little nicer in the script. I don't remember exactly what they said. I talked about this in the video too, but they phrased it slightly differently. But it was still oh yeah, they mean obligation chocolates. I think the translators couched it in nicer terms. Maybe that was something to do with the way Shakespeare said it. But no, like, the implication is no, they're giving out obligation chocolate. They're giving out chocolates to basically everybody.
Mm-hmm.
To be nice. Whereas some servants are crafting deeply with love, and also slightly terror. But you definitely, because there's the lovely little confession scenes when you buy in the store a chocolate.
Those make me, like, super happy.
Yeah.
Well, most.
They're, some of them are cute. Some of them are very obviously, you can tell they're obligations.
Mm-hmm.
Matahari especially is like, hey, here's a nice chocolate. That's cool. Thanks, master. Let's go. It's like short to the point. You get a chocolate. Then other stuff is like, Ushi gives you a chocolate katana, and she's like, you could definitely kill somebody with this. And I'm like, okay, thanks.
No, she started off, she said she was going to make a chocolate sever head, and you're like, Ushi, stop, please.
Well, yeah, and the other female servants were like, no, don't do that. Apparently nobody talked to Jack, though, because her chocolate is a fucking anatomically correct chocolate heart.
You know, I can deal with that just because it's ironic.
It is. But still. And we haven't done Saber Day, but when we do, I really want to see what Altera does, because you can see what Enrober Photon is. Which is, it's her sword, but there's chocolate inside it. So okay.
I'm excited to see what Saber Alter has to say about her fucking cheeseburger chocolate.
Yeah, that's right. She did do that. Sadly, neither of us rolled Lancer Alter, because hers is a chocolate Rongomniad. Like a giant, like, multi-tier fondue chocolate.
Although I think my...
Also, I see what Mordred's chocolate is. I think we're gonna have some words, girl.
Whose?
Mordred's.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We'll have a little
there.
conversation.
Bit too much soon there.
A little too lack. You want to talk about soon? Urale super soon. She's like, yeah. So I prototyped some chocolate. I just made a bunch to try it out because I haven't really done that before. Here's one. You know, show your gratitude and faith.
Honestly, like, I was expecting a lot more sass and stuff out of Steno. No, she's pretty straightforward with it.
Well, what's she like?
Well, she was, basically it's all like, it's like, no, you can't have, like, here's the chocolate to symbolize my love for you, but she's like, oh, Teehee, you know, that doesn't really, but maybe one day it will be. I'm like for us, that's pretty high praise. I'm like, oh. Yeah,
no, Urali is like, shower me with your faith and trust, and she's like, oh, you didn't say it sincerely enough. Say it better. And then you're like, what do you mean you don't know about faith, but you said it with love? Jeez. Where's Medusa and Asterios?
Medusa's was really, like, I wasn't
Medusa's
sure.
Medusa's was very sweet.
Yeah.
She's wearing her fucking magic blindfold, so you can't see her face.
So, because she's blushing, and it's like,
She got you some nice chocolates?
Yeah. I think John's is, like, my favorite, because it's just so wholesome.
Yeah. She's like, you've been working hard, you know, let's thanks. Nobu's is pretty nice, too.
Oh, man, but, like, the best part of this event right now is actually doing the missions.
Yeah, the story quest. Because the chocolate scenes are great so far.
Hilarious.
But the translation on this is really good. We have our bullet points of Valentine's first impressions are just the top quotes, starting with "Normies explode."
I guarantee that the original Japanese was Raiju. Like, there is no other way.
Bakats.
Yeah. Raiju's Bakats. Because we start off with Blackbeard, and as we have learned,
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard is like at this point I can't consider him anything else but a gag character, but I fucking love him because of it.
No, he's great. Like, I know some people say he's too much, because he's just on that edge of tolerable. Like, you know, I mean, guys, let's be honest. He's fucking Blackbeard. He's a pirate. He's kind of an asshole. But he's just on that creepy edge where it's almost too much. But the fact that he's constantly getting his ass kicked by it makes it okay. Because he doesn't get away with nothing. Yeah, but yeah, he's your first encounter after the prologue where you and Billy Shakes realize the game is afoot. I'm always giving Billy Shakes the side. I'm like, are you sure? I've seen Romeo and Juliet, man.
You're keeping strong with that side eye.
I've seen Romeo and... Actually, I said this in one of the videos. I'm like, Shakes, you sure about this? You know, you're talking about you're going to write it. I don't know. Are you going to write Romeo and Juliet, or are you going to write Midsummer's Night? Because if it's Midsummer's Night, it's going to be okay. It's going to be a little goofy, but we're going to be alright. If it's Romeo and Juliet, everyone's going to be fucking dead at the end of this. Those are the only 2 Shakespeare plays I think I've seen in person. I've, read some of the others, but that's the only one that I've actually seen. If you're curious, though, Midsummer's Night is my favorite.
Yeah,
but,
and then...
So your first mission is you run into the Blackbeard team, consisting of Blackbeard and Mephistopheles, so naturally they didn't get any fucking chocolate. And Meph takes Blackbeard a little too seriously on the exploding.
Yeah.
But yeah, so your first quarrel is with Blackbeard to get the chocolates back. Because his plan is both insidious and creepy, he has apparently been collecting Choco servants because he's going to remold them into servants he likes.
I find it hilarious because I think one of the chocolate servants was Drake.
Yeah, I don't remember if he actually says Drake. He definitely says Mash. And
Mash, Raleigh, Atalante, Orion.
I don't think Drake is actually on there. What you can do though is one of the dialogue options is you can act like you're gonna call Drake in to deal with this guy.
That was great. And then
that would be a thing.
Immediately after that, though, he calls in Mr. Spartacus, who comes out with this, who decides that chocolate is tyranny.
Yes, he has been told chocolate is tyranny.
And if anyone knows Spartacus, that's his go word.
Yeah. And then Valentine Spartacus has the best fucking MO. If you don't drop him, he does full charge, Valentine's tyranny. It does fucking nothing. I think he did 50 damage. I thought I was in for some shit. Because he popped it, I'm like, oh shit. And then it hits and you're like...
What?
Wait, what?
Well, no, because here's the great thing, because you start the fight with him, because it's Berserkers need 5 charges, right?
Yeah, or 4.
Yeah.
So, I think he might be 4, but normally it's 5.
Yeah, but he starts off, whatever it is, he starts off at 1 before it. And if he gets a turn, he automatically pops it and goes into it. So you're like... That happens if you don't one shot him Burn Senpai did.
He has a special skill called Full Charge, and he procs to Full Charge. So I think even if you vampirism him down or something, he's gonna go. He's gonna do it. And you think you're fucked, but then it does nothing.
Yeah, it's great.
So you deal with all that. Blackbeard explodes again. He's black. I was waiting for the blasting off joke, no. And they didn't do a twinkle in the sky. I'm sad they didn't.
No, but they did do... Well, they kind of did it because they said, because he, the last scene is him, being faded in the background.
Yeah, no, they do the thing where you, see their image in the sky and they fade away, not the twinkle.
Yeah. And he just ends with chocolate.
And he just ends. And so the second step is chocolate is dangerous with Mama Emiya. Who has the darling plan to steal all the chocolate because he's like, listen, master, you don't understand. Girls are terrifying. And these are servants. They don't understand how chocolate works. You're gonna fucking die.
And then a Diamond of the Love Spot comes in. He's all like, chocolate is dangerous! And you're like, oh. And then you're like, no, he knows. This makes sense.
Yeah, because he knows. But, yeah. But of course, the joke about Emiya as your mom is you can even say, chocolates for mom are the best. Because, naturally, Emiya has a backup plan. He's going to prepare chocolate just in case. So that even if when he does manage to scare off all the other servants from giving you chocolate that'll destroy you, he will be able to give you 1 chocolate so you don't feel bad. Just like
I accepted that chocolate because I was like, yeah. I was happy. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, and of course Caesar shows up.
Yeah, and then...
to eat all the chocolate. And he jokes, if it's a red saber and it's a joke, it has to be me. It could be Altera, but currently she is in the kitchen muttering, chocolate is good civilization. Or is it? Which you know is what she's doing. She's just holding the chocolate and wondering. But, yeah. So Caesar shows up. he manages to revitalize Emiya and Diarmuid enough for you to slap him again. And then they talk about there's a mysterious mastermind. And you're like, oh, who could this be?
Ooh.
And then so far, because I don't think we explicitly said it, but you will know by now that the Valentine's quests are time-gated, the story quests. So, we don't know where the story goes from here, but their next step is you run into that mastermind. Of course, it's Paracelsus, who discusses the Holy Chocolate War. And his plan is to prevent you from eating chocolate because the calories and fats are bad. And also, specifically, Liz is going to do something dangerous and you're going to die.
Fun fact, Liz did not do something dangerous and die, and it's actually a very sweet scene.
No, it's adorable. It's fucking great. Like,
yeah, so
it's not necessarily romantic,
Valentine.
but it's definitely affectionate.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking brilliant. She's super embarrassed because she made something weird. Because how else could Liz not? I mean, also, her fingertips are fucking dragon claws. What the fuck should she do? Like, seriously. Her dexterity's
all
terrible.
things considered, I think it's an amazing chocolate.
No, it's pretty good. It's shaped like an octopus. It's weird. She's like, listen, I'm sorry it's weird, but please accept this. And you're like, no, I got this.
No, it's good.
But
so
not that though still his realizations are not entirely unfounded, because if you fight Liz on the Lancer right up, her funny in-game nickname is the secret ingredient is habanero. So he's not necessarily wrong to worry.
Yeah. Like, well, I think Emiya was like talking about this earlier about how like you are dealing with women who have like fought gods, are gods. Like, being in a kitchen making chocolate, like, this is stuff that normal mortals will not survive. And I'm like, gonna do it anyway.
I mean, I don't know if I can eat half this stuff. Like, Mary got me a fucking plate made of white chocolate. Yeah, that's...
Oh yeah, fun fact.
Mary's is also very sweet, considering she's giving out obligation chocolate.
Yeah. I don't know, she kind of called you her spouse during that scene. I was like,
well, after reading it myself, I kind of get where she's coming from. She says that you're like her spouse. I think that's like the master-servant relationship. Because you're kind of like head of the household, basically. Kind of thing. Like, you're in charge of her and look after, you know, her needs and stuff. So it makes sense she would make a very lovely chocolate for you. But she's like, listen, I made all these equally. But Samson and Mozart are still fighting about it, so don't tell them.
Oh, by the way, if anyone's curious, because I realized this interesting detail, John's chocolate is a closed box, but if you look on Melty Sweetheart, you see the box open, and it's a chocolate replica of her flag, and
very sweet.
Which, yeah, it's very sweet. It's also, you know, because of her MP, Luminas Eternale, and
yeah.
All right, now where were we? Oh yeah, Holy Chocolate War, Hohenheim.
Mm-hmm. So after you beat him, he hands you a potion. As he's with his dying servant breath, he's like, "Master, take this. If it's your stomach, it will definitely protect you." And you're like, "If it's my stomach, I can't protect your tongue, but your stomach will be okay." Bleh. And then he dies. And then
it ends.
Yeah, fucking Shakespeare, master of drama, is like, "Well, we'll finally get to the bottom of this and see who this mysterious servant is after this commercial break."
And then all you can respond is with "tomorrow."
Tomorrow! Exclamation point. And it's not physically that time soon, though. We have like another hour left.
Yeah,
we'll probably play it in the break between
I keep getting spooked by Nero Bride here. I don't want to spend quartz because I'm trying to save, because some people have been because 30th is the Tamamo raid up, and I'm at like 24 quartz right now, so I'm like, I don't want to
hoard it. Hold on to it.
Yep, gotta hoard it.
I wish I could have a broader team comp, because the highest level node gives you like 800 bond points. I've got a couple servants who are pretty close to bond 6 or bond 7. I did, in the early wave of this, I did put Kyo over to bond 7, I think. So I got a quartz out of her. But yeah, so the story is very good. It's funny, but also engrossing. The translation is great. The writing is great. There haven't been any weird, like, line break errors or anything. You know, it's got a good collection of gag servants. Billy Shakes as your wingman works very well. He's a great character.
I am utterly convinced he's gonna be at the end of this.
Yeah, I mean, if he turns around and he's the final boss, I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm like, who would you expect? I
seriously hope that we have a voice option. Like, I knew it.
I knew it was you. Of course, you're the master. Shakespeare as a servant is a weird collection because his skills are pretty good. Self-preservation is self-invul, 1 turn and heal. And then he has enchant, which is buster up for the team. But he's a caster with a buster AoE, Noble Phantasm. Like, he's a bit of an odd duck. But he's one of those casters who makes a good pocket support. If you don't have a waiver to be all around support, you can pull a Hans or pull a Billy Shakes. But yeah, so let's see, we're only at about 50 minutes now, so we can prevaricate on Valentine.
Let's see here.
The event itself, like we said, is super relaxing. Like,
yeah,
it's,
no
it's
stress.
very easy to build those coins, get those teams. It's very rewarding.
Yeah, because I'm like, we're probably gonna be running out of here of the Archer in 10 minutes here, but I'm not too worried about it because there's gonna be a second raid up because they're gonna go through all the classes twice,
except Berserker, which I think is only 1, but that's not a huge deal because there's only 2 female. No, there's 3. There's Fran also.
Yeah, Fran.
Fran, Tamamo, Kat, and Kyo. And since 2 of those are 4 stars, it's not a huge deal unless you're already probably either super lucky or super whaling. And either way, you probably can manage it with apples or something. I haven't spent a whole lot. I've spent a couple.
Yeah, I spent a couple too.
Especially on Writer, because like I said, I had a lot of fucking writers.
I think that's most people will probably deal with.
Yeah, there are a lot of medium rarity writers who are. There's 3 4-star female writers, I think. Because there's Anna Mary, there's
Marie, and Martha.
Martha, yeah, and Mary. And then there's, quite a few 3 stars. And there is a 5-star also. And there will be more next year. Next year's going to be interesting because there's going to be more extra servants.
Yeah, I'm glad I got, I don't know if we get to use, this year's chocolates.
I think we do.
Next year.
Which is something I want to bring up. Because you can get them again, because you never know. You might roll a servant who was in there again, so you need to buy their chocolates again. So, I think that a good reason, we talked about how you should not be a douche and burn or turn those chocolates into XP. There's another good reason for that. You're going to do this event again in a year. So, no more of that need to flounder around with other craft essences. You've got the chocolate CEs right there to build your team comp and everything. Especially since I expect to save space, most people will max limit break Melty Sweetheart at the end.
Actually, another thing I want to note is drops, non event drops have been pretty good this event too.
Yeah, you can expect every other run or so, you'll get a gold. Because they do, it's like the Nobus, they do multiple drops per kill. You can expect to see a gold chest in there somewhere, so it'll be something like, if it's a dragon, it's a reverse scale, if it's a servant, it's a gold piece, etc., etc.
I got my first Melty Sweetheart the first day.
Same here. I got it before I even bought any.
Yeah.
Which is saying something. Usually you gotta grind at that a while.
Yeah, you do.
And yes, you do need to get at least 1 Melty Sweetheart drop to get a max limit break. There are only 4 in the store.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be too daunted by the values of it. 1,000. When I saw that one of them was gonna be 1,000, I was like, oh Jesus. But here I am about to break 1,000 chocolates. I haven't bought my 800 one. Yeah, it's not a huge deal.
Because as you clear out servants of a class, you can turn their class coins into baking chocolate as well. So if you've got a good setup on a raid up, you're getting hundreds of coins per run. Because I'm at plus 12, I think, in the appropriate class. So that's 14. So you get 10 of those. You get 140 coins. That turns into straight up 140 baking chocolates. 1,000 is not a problem.
Yep.
And the store is really good, like we said. We talked about this before, but it's got crystals, plumes, snake gems, the usual pieces. It's got EXP. There are mana prisms literally in the store. So if you're working towards that Mona Lisa, this and the K&K event will be your decent chance. I don't think I'm going to do it because I only have 1,000 mana prisms ish. So I'm gonna hoard, I think, for the next one, which will be Chaldea Lunchtime.
Yeah, so I just finished the Archer one here. I got a Plume Void Disc and an Archer Monument.
Nice.
Along with everything
really
else.
Good, yeah. Yeah, the we talked about this last time in the pregame, but there are a wide variety of possible non-chocolate drops from these mobs.
Yeah.
Because you're like on archers or lancers, you might fight chocolate Amazons who can drop plumes. Dragons, of course, can drop scales. There are chocolate automatons who can drop gears. I will say one thing I wanted to say earlier. We talked about whether or not rate up is a lie. It may or may not be. You know what it definitely is a lie, though? Class containers? Fucking books that are writers? What? Writers who are automatons? Dragons that are sabers?
Yeah, they only change the class. They don't change the actual monsters.
No.
This is great.
Chimeras who are writers? And lancers? It's perplexing. Class is a lie. But we knew that already with archers. Despite Rin's testament that the archer class is really made up of archers.
We have one who attacks with a club.
Though, lancers are much better. Karna basically attacks with laser beams. True hero kills with a stare.
Alright, well, let's see. I think that's probably gonna cover what we got going on right on.
Yeah, it's good and it's wholesome.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. And by all accounts, most people are saying the Kara no Kyokai event will be not necessarily as wholesome, but will similarly be interesting and good to play, with diverse mission sets. So that'll be good. Also, we will get a welfare, which is also good.
Yep, assassin welfare, which I've seen is actually, like, it seems to be a lot of people's whole. Like, not a lot of people have gold. No, I won't say not a lot of people, but it seems like gold assassin wants to be the void there, because like in my friends list, like I see a lot of Jinke and Hassan, few Cordras. Like I see very few people.
Yeah, you see a lot of people making their own. People who right out of the gate grailed a Sasaki Kujiro or a Cursed Arm Hassan.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people knew that would be a stop in their strategy and just immediately jumped to fixing it. So that's a thing. So that'll be really good. And by all accounts, Shiki is a very good assassin.
Yeah.
So everybody remember to turn on your FGO when that event is going on. I know it'll be my first gold assassin unless I get spooked by a Stefano or a Carmilla on some tickets when the month starts. Not entirely impossible, given that only female servants appear in the gacha.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really funny, though, and very ironic if I roll a gold assassin only before the game gives me one for free. I don't know which would be better, if I got a Stefano to complete the Gorgon Sisters, or if I got Carmilla. Though I've always joked, Carmilla won't come home because Liz was my tutorial role. So she's been here the entire time. And we know how well they get along. But yeah, we're well over 50 minutes now. We're getting close on our hour mark. Let's go ahead and round this out with some of our usual concluding sorts of things. We have a meme of the week this week. You will have seen it already, because it's part of it's the background image, but this week our meme is hashtag pray for lucky, aka hashtag save lucky. Why? Just watch the video version to see this image. Or if you're listening to the audio version, which, who knows? I don't know if I mentioned this straight up, but this is going to be our first patron-only audio release. For $1 only, guys, keep in mind. So don't think we're trying to get you out of your money. It's a very low barrier to entry. But yeah, just watch the video really quick. You'll see the image. So hashtag pray for lucky is our meme of the week because of Rin.
Yeah. I have this habit of I basically type my thoughts immediately and very rapidly. So if I'm doing something like watching an anime, doing roles, playing a game or something, and I'm on Discord, you will see me just constantly typing as I'm doing it, and it's just straight up raw emotions and feelings. So all those things,
real stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
Which is something I do sometimes too.
Yeah, like I got one of our guys in Discord to watch Devilman Crybaby just because he was reading my reaction. He's like, "What is this?" And then no one was okay ever again.
Yeah, I don't know if we necessarily like to joke about trigger warnings, but our Discord is totally triggered by mentioning Devilman in the wrong context.
I found the GIF, and now it is the GIF that shall not be seen.
Yeah, I tweeted a lovely collage of our Discord reactions.
Yeah, Yeah, so,
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
our meme of the week.
Yep.
So, this is kind of master feedback, but this is just a general thing. I've been honestly meaning to say this for a couple weeks. I just keep forgetting, but I finally wrote it down. So, I want to do like a community playdate or something, like, because that's the thing I like to do, and our community is really active. I want to kind of get them involved more in other stuff besides just our Discord chatter. So, when this is live for public on YouTube, because this will go up early for patrons, of course, both audio and video format. When this goes live on YouTube for the public, I'm saying that day, that evening probably, US time, but who knows how it'll shake out for everybody. I want to do something, maybe, because I can run Fibbage off my PS4 and stream, or we can do Cards Against Humanity, the online version, because we have a custom deck for that we haven't done anything with yet. But if you're out there, you hear this, go ahead and hop on our Discord and let us know how you feel about that. We'll get people together at a good time. Maybe I'll even record it. If I stream Fibbage, I will definitely have that in there.
Yeah.
But we've got a growing community, and our community is funny people. I want to get them involved more, and I want to show other people who might not be really involved in our community what our community can be like.
Yep.
It'll be really easy to involve Ron. We just tell him where our secret club is.
Well, he would know.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I've posted one of our YouTube videos in our regular, our regular, like, private Discord server in a long time. Mostly because I think everybody who has a YouTube account subs to us already. But anyway, that is our show for today, as we just crossed the hour mark in there. So let's go ahead and wrap this up, because you never know what Truncated Silence will do. So as always, if you have liked this video, please give it a like. If you have any comments down below, in addition to any of the stuff that we have actually directly asked you about, we love comments of all type. People love to leave us encouraging comments. Feel free to commiserate with Lucky or brag about how few pulls you had to do to get Bryn. I bet if you do that, he'll be salty at you. So yeah, leave those in the comments down below. And of course, we love to talk about it. We've had several talkative additions to our Discord lately, and there are plenty of people who hang back and just listen. So if you want to do that, that's in the description down below, that link. Jump right in. And of course, if you are new here and you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. That is the best way to follow our videos and get them. Apart from supporting us on Patreon, just as in the bumper at the front says, you can get all our videos early and get audio versions of things that have them. And, you also get your name and a little credits at the end of this. Be sure to stay after we stop talking to see the credit screen devoted to our lovely patrons. Because I'm not fucking kidding about that. I'll learn how to do transitions for that.
It's happening.
Yeah, I learned how to do screen wipes and transitions in Movie Maker, just to make that better. And of course, as our last note, if you feel like it, please go ahead and check out our merch store on Teespring. Buy a shirt. That's a great way to support us, and also you get a cool shirt out of it. We are working on new shirt designs all the time, and yeah, that has been Let's Talk Fate Grand Order number 20-something. After 21. It doesn't even matter.
Are you serious? The third fucking time?